Hi, today we'll be doing a walkthrough on how to create a text style which looks like wings. And those who don't know Wings, it's a very famous TV show, sitcom from the early 90s. So the first thing that we have to do is to create a new document in Photoshop. 1500 by 1500 pixels will work fine. Fill it with a solid color, and we have to use our pen tool to draw our first basic shape, a shape which looks somewhat like this. Okay, we can now fill the shape with a basic white color. Alright, I think that's enough, but what we need is another side for this. So just duplicate that layer and go to edit, transform, flip horizontal, and then move it to the other side. Yeah, so that we'll get a shape like this. We can now merge the two shapes together, layer merge it. Once we have this, we need to apply a layer style to it. So double click on the layer to bring up the layer styles window. Click on the gradient overlay and choose the chrome versus brown gradient pattern right there. You can just tweak it a bit to get the effect that we are looking for. So you can change the color values. You can change the evolution of the gradient. Yeah. So once you're happy with that, we need a little bit of bevel and emboss effect as well on the same graphic. So click on bevel and emboss, just tick on it. And here also we need a little bit of tweaking to give it that 3D pistol look. Okay. Yeah, that works. So once we have it, we need two more copies of this. And what I'm going to do is, before that, I need a drop shadow also. So I'm just going to layer style. I will add a drop shadow also to this. Click OK. So I'm going to duplicate this layer. And the first thing I'm going to do is to rasterize this layer so that the gradient and the effects that we applied will not be affected by the movement. So I'm just going to drag it under the first one and scale it down a bit, duplicate it once again, put it underneath and scale it down and position it so that it creates a sort of a pyramid style graphic. That's one. Once we have this, we need a center piece, which is a sphere. So what we need to do is to create a new empty layer, create a sphere just by clicking and holding shift key. You can create a perfect circle, fill it with a solid color, and what we can do is copy the layer style from a previous shape that we created and paste it onto the sphere. So now we can modify this a bit, but we'll for now we'll just leave it like that. Not We are not going to do too much of tweaking onto this right now. So now it's time to add some text. I'm not using the exact typeface of the Wings TV show, but I'll use something very similar. Uh, just get the scaling right. Okay, position it correctly. Now what we can do is we can take the same layer style, copy it and paste it to our text layer. So it'll have the same effect, but we need to make the edges more sharp. So after the tweaking, the text will look sort of like this, and this is something very close to what we want. But I'm going to merge all the layers right now for a further image correction. I'm going to adjust the values of it by changing the levels, hue, saturation, and a little bit of color correction here, so it looks sort of like the final text effect that we are looking for. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Like and subscribe. Thank you.